Okay, looks like I'm here. I'm not sure if this has a good microphone or not. Sometimes it's too soft. I went to the gospel singing, and it was a gospel singing. Oh dear. Oh, that's not me. Yeah, I went with my sister, and it was nice. It was pleasant. It was, getting out, being around people, getting in public. But it was one of the little creek churches around here. And sometimes it's just everybody sitting in church and just singing. Somebody will pick a song, start a song, and you just sing all night long or however long. And I thought that's what this was going to be, but it wasn't. It was like um, steel guitar kind of country, kind of gospel-y kind of stuff. I mean, and that's okay. It's just not what I expected. And it was all homemade. It was all the local people, whoever could play a guitar, came up and sang. My aunt used to do that. I used to sing with her sometimes. She and her husband would go around and sing gospel. He played guitar. He might have been a slide guitar. Anyway, sometimes I would sing. So it was more like that. Hey, Forever Love. They didn't even sing like I thought they were going to. But it was still fun. There was quite a few people out there. They had food, like a concession. So I chipped in on that. Like they had hamburgers and frito chili pie. Oh man, and homemade pie. Oh golly. I'd have too much sugar right now. $13 homemade pies, apple pies, cherry pies, raisin pies. Oh god. It's a good thing I'm broke. But I did scrape up $1.50 for a piece of pie. So they had like a hamburger and chips and a drink for $5. And then I got a piece of pie. Yeah, it was fun getting around, taking my sister around. Well, the thing is, it helps a lot. Mom took me around, grandma took me around, because sometimes they can be kind of, you know, I wouldn't say snotty, even though that's the first word that came to my mind. A little standoffish if you just, come out from nowhere. And people will ask you anyway. They'll try to, who's your mama, who's your daddy, who's your grandma, who's your grandpa, and if you're from there, and they'll place you. Because I used to be amazed at that. When I came home and Mama would say, "Oh, that's so and so. They're so and so's cousin. Their father does this and that." And I was like, "How do you even know all of these people?" Dallas and Tulsa, you don't see the same person twice unless they're at the grocery store checking you out, and much less all that history. But now I know, now that I've been through a generation or so, these little children growing up, plus their parents and their grandparents, uh, their elderlies, because a lot of the elderlies are in church, so I know them from church. Like the meth head's mother, she was a woman leader at Creek Chapel, and I used to go to Creek Chapel all the time. They were good to me at Creek Chapel. So I knew her. I knew her children, this and that and the other. So you know who people are now. So it's easier when you have someone take you around that already people know. Mom and grandma took me around so people knew who I was. Because I mean, after a while, a certain family, if they've got a certain bloodline, they're going to end up in jail more than likely because that's what their environment is. That's what their family does. So you learn that sort of stuff. You find out somebody belongs to another family and you know that bunch works hard stays sober, probably going to be decent. So you learn a lot of things like that. Once you get placed and they know who you are, they kind of know who you are. So everybody knows everybody. Oh, dang. So yeah, we kind of had a good time. But I got tired, dang. I was tired today. I didn't do anything today. Well, I did. I put up 3 mini blinds. And that was an ordeal. It took me a time or two. They fell down several times before I figured it out. But they're up there. So I did that. I had a good time. I should show you. I went through all of my table. Well, if I go out there, there'll be Pepper, there'll be Big Dog. That's why I have to come in the office now and shut the door. Because Pepper is just everywhere. She's like a little bullet, ding, 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 ding. And then when she climbs up on the laptop and starts crawling on the keyboard, Big Dog comes in. He gets jealous. So I have to come in here and see, there he is right now. Hi, baby. I went through my linens today. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, yeah, 2:40. I just chilled out today. Like I sorted my tablecloths, all that. These 3 drawers are tablecloths. Oh, I put some of them back. But anyway, some of them are from old tables. They are too big. So I sorted my tablecloths out. These are the ones that will probably fit now. There's the Holy Terror. These are my doilies, crochet crap. These are table runners, lace curtains. I need to put up curtains now. So I got all the curtains out. These are things that should probably be ironed. That's a nice linen that I got at a yard sale. So anyway, that's that kind of stuff. But I just sat here, emptied that drawer. Oh, those are tablecloths that are already ironed and will fit. So I'm going to try. I don't know if they'll fit in there or not. Anyway, I just chilled out today. My chicken is still in the backyard, probably ready to be eaten by wolves or something. She's not loose. She's in a cage. But, isn't it, baby? The other night, a couple of weeks ago, I left her out like that, and there were all kinds of feathers around her cage the next morning. So something had tried to grab her. So I try not to do that. You shut the door again. Try and keep the animals off. Let me see if I can see. Hey, Lord Racer, what's up? Yeah, my insomnia. So I thought I'd update. I went to that little gospel singing, and it was not what I thought, but it was good enough. Well, a couple of people, where you been? I said, I've been not getting around. Now I am, though. So that's good. I'm not a total stranger anymore. Golly, total heathen. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I was going to go. Oh, there's more. I was going to go to High Spring. Well, this is Monday now. Oh, God, I have to get my trash. Anyway, I was going to go to High Spring, but like I said, I got tired. And I was going to go up to Mom and Dad's. My brother said he had gone down to the home place and was, looking at the cemetery, getting ready to mow. And he went to go look at that bridge below Mom and Dad's house. They've got barriers up. Excuse me. and they're supposed to be fixing it. They're supposed to be restoring it. It's an old WPA work project bridge. It has a marker on it. It's from the Depression, when they had WPA work project, and so it's still a WPA bridge. It's still original. So they said they were going to preserve it at the county commissioner meeting that we went to. So anyway, he went to go look at the bridge, and he saw some guy on a four-wheeler on the other side at the crest of the hill where the trailer house used to be, up there by Mom and Dad's. So he sat there and looked at him. That guy was looking at him like, what are you doing here? People do that, I swear to God. We only been here 100 years. So he stood there and watched him, and he took off. Then he came back, like he thought maybe Doug would be gone. So he didn't. And he said that they got a porta potty up there too, somewhere, for the rook. Come on, girl, for the workers. So Connie and I were going to go up there because you have to come all the way around because you can't go straight through because the bridge is out. So you have to go all the way around and come at it from the other direction. And I just went to sleep. I told her maybe, 2, 3, maybe something like that. But I went to sleep. And I said, so Monday, I'll dress for it. At least half an hour. That's all the weed eater will do. It only works for half an hour. Go up there Monday in case, there's workers up there, make a presence. I wanted to go today because a lot of times when people start stealing crap, they do it over the weekend because they think people are gone. And they use the full moon a lot. I mean, because that happens around here a lot. And, and so it is still kind of full moon. So anyway, I was going to go up Sunday for those people. And didn't make it. So she's willing to go Monday morning in a few more hours and make a presence up there, cut a few things down, move a few things, clean up, at least weed eat around the front, weed eat around it. And because I don't think I showed y'all the house. Oh, God. It looks abandoned. People are going to start going in there. And then they'll burn it down, which might not be a bad thing. But, they'll be taking crap first. So, oh, they're just thieves. I mean, just plain flat out thieves is what it is. So, I'll have to, oh, crap. I'll have to start buying some locks and chains. That means I'll have to start remembering combinations and not losing keys. I think I'll go with combinations, maybe. Because I know I'll probably misplace a key. I've already misplaced a key. I'm trying to find the keys to Mom and Dad's house so I can lock it up and then unlock it again. But I can't find the keys. I thought I had the key, but it didn't work. So now I'm going to have to try to find another key. So, and there is a key to that little cabin somewhere, too. I need to try and do that. So I'll have to buy some, chain up the front gate, chain up that little cabin, lock up Mom and Dad's. See if I can find a key for might as well lock that cabin. Crap, I don't ever go in there. I need to get a cane, though. There's a cane in that cabin. I need that cane so I don't fall over. Yeah, so full moon, you got the crazy people. Plus, you got the thieves, because you can see, at night with a full moon. Sometimes. I've noticed a lot lately that it'll be full moon and there isn't light. Because normally you can walk around out in the woods in a full moon. I've done it. But a lot of times lately when there's a full moon out, when I'm driving home or driving out, or because I can't go that much at night, but it's black. Like if you walk away from the road, it's just black. And there's a moon. So anyway, that's been going on past, I don't know, year or so. Something like that. I mean, sometimes it is a full moon, you can see and walk around, and sometimes it's just black. So I think that's strange. So I'm trying to read the chat. Oh, golly, I know. Well, I am starting to get organized, so that's probably a good thing. Maybe I did already find some keys. So that was another thing I proposed, that we go out and, you know, clear things out. I can't do anything about, I mean, trees have fallen over into the yard, several of them, and big branches from, widowmakers from tall trees have fallen. It's just, well, it's more than I can do. I mean, for real, it's more than I can do. I mean, I cannot move big trees. My psychic powers are not that strong. And so they're just going to have to stay there. Like I say, for real, money or muscle. And I don't have either. So we'll just go out there and make a presence, do the best we can. What she really wants to do is, empty it out, which is a good thing. A lot of stuff is still in there. Because it'll start getting ripped off without, nobody's in there anymore. Anyway, little by little. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm amazed. I'm going to try to go back to bed. I do have a bed now, again. And that's nice. I see that. And I've started turning off TVs. I will go to sleep. Like I fell asleep on the couch and all the lights in the house are on. And I thought, running up my electric bill. So I've started turning off all the lights, turning off the TVs, and going back to sleep. And that works. I should do audiobooks. That would work too. Read myself to sleep. I know. I can see why people. But really, what I think people should go to are hammocks. I mean, really, I don't see why you would want a bed after you sleep in a hammock. But, that's the way it is. But they are the most comfortable to sleep in. But I'll take a bed over the couch. Big Dog has been sleeping on the couch. Well, he has to get away from Pepper. Oh, God, that cat. She got up on the stove this evening when I went to sleep. That's my fault. I left the hamburger on the stove instead of putting it up. I was going to give it to Big Dog. It was just a little bit left over. And, just some ground meat I had browned up. It's just a little handful. But it's the principle of the thing. Because I had, covered it with a tea towel. And she had got up on there. She can reach the counter now. So she got up on the stove, got into that, and ate it, and knocked the tea towel on the floor. Once she can get up on the counter, then that means they can get up into the cabinets. Once they figure out that they can open the cabinets, I'll have to move my bread higher up. Because that's where I keep my bread, is on top of my plates. Oh, that little cat. But, she's a cat. That's what cats do. They survive. And she could reach it and they can't. So, belongs to the cat. Oh, I swear though. I'll have to figure something out. I think I'll try aluminum foil. I have seen videos of cats accidentally jumping onto aluminum foil. It's like electric. So I might try that. I'll scotch tape some crinkled up aluminum foil to the counter and the stove and see, set up a camera. Anyway, and see if that will stop her. That is just so aggravating though. Like I said, once they're big enough. Well, I knew she could do it. She just didn't know she could do it because she can jump up on the washing machine. Because that's what I do. I put, when I make their bowls, I put it on top of the washer. And when I walk away, there she is. So I knew she could jump up on the counter. If she can jump up on the washer to get that food, she can jump up on the counter. And now she knows it too. Dang. Like I said, my fault. That's what I get for assuming that she would not eat food. But, oh well. Let me see. I can't see. So I piddled today, mostly. I'll do some more effort. And I still haven't done my Tai Chi. I did it once and I've been intending to. I have so many good intentions. I intended to, and I haven't done it yet. I'll try and do it. I'll try and do it while the coffee water's boiling. I'll try that. Because it does, energize you. I know, I used to work out. And even if I was tired in the evening after work, if I made myself go work out, I was good for another few hours. It was energizing. So I'll try that. But, I need to do it. Oh, God, my shoulders popped. Oh, dear, my shoulders popped. I thought, ow. No wonder I don't have any upper body because it hurts. But it's good for me. I'm sure I'm limbering up joints. So, anyway. But we'll see what happens. I'll take the camera up there. I took it up there once and everything turned out black and white. I didn't figure that out. But I'll take it up there again. And just show the devastation of Mother Nature. It's already overgrown. The puck salad is taller than I am. I swear. But that's okay. Well, I think those people in the corner, that we had all the drama with, I think they're gone. Oh, and the house falls apart fast. I expect it to start caving in pretty soon. Like at Grandma's, there was a weak spot where Grandpa took down the wall and made the bathroom. So that was a weak spot. So that's where it started. And the roof went and it just started caving in. And the home place too, the roof went. So things start caving in. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Nobody's out there, so it's what you got to expect. So we'll go out there, do a little this and that. Probably load things up. I'll take that spare tire out because she was wanting a desk, and the writing desk that she got from Mom's apartment. She furnished Mom's apartment when she was down there for a while. Yeah, she and Dad split up for a while. So Connie furnished her apartment. And a lot of that furniture, when Doug moved it out, he moved it into my she shed. So that's down there. So I'll tell her we can haul that home, take it to her house, help her be organized. Because she was talking about how her house that she had in Dallas, she had a little nook, and that was where she would work. It was in her little nook. And she would like to have another one. And I thought, well, I brought that up. So we'll haul some things away. Let them know that it's not totally abandoned. I might take Big Dog. I should take Big Dog. I'll have to take a chain, though. There'd be too much drama if he got loose. But he makes a good presence, too. Oh, is Dean here? See, I'm blind. But I'm going to go to Tulsa Wednesday and see the eye surgeon. And then after that, they want me to see the surgeon before I go in and have an exam. And I think my exam is like, I'll have to look, Thursday or Friday. And then we'll see how that goes. But I'm kind of used to it now. I mean, kind of. But we'll see what happens. But someday maybe I'll be able to see. I know. I mean, because I'm used to it because I've been like blind most of my life. And I wonder about people who are not used to it. Like people that have that surgery, and can't see. But I'm kind of used to it. But there's nothing going on really. So far. Thank God. Oh yeah, those people, they're moving. I forgot. Focus. Yeah. The ones we had all the drama with, the dogs and so forth. My brother said he thought they were moving because their horses are already gone. I liked that horse. That horse was beautiful. Anyway, we had drama with the horse. And I think he's right. The past week or so, I've been getting out around there, and their lawn is all overgrown. Their yard light, their porch light is always on. And there is only one vehicle down there, a pickup, a white pickup. And it's down there all the time, and it doesn't move. No matter what time I go down there, it's there. And the other two vehicles, are not there. So I think they're gone. My sister said she's going to check the rent to own because that's supposed to be how that deal works. Those people are crooks. But they have a rent to own for that property. That's why those people were trying to do things. And from what I've heard, the terms are almost impossible to maintain because you have to develop so much of that per month, invest so much into that property per month as part of the rent to own. And it's supposed to be just almost impossible. And so they've taken back a couple of things. Like there was a little mobile home kind of by the creek. And that's crazy. But anyway, there were supposed to be foreigners. And that's gone. So that was supposed to be somebody that tried it and they just couldn't do it. So they just took it back, including the mobile home they had on there. So that's probably what's going to happen here. It's a rent to own thing that you can't do because these developers, this is not the only place they've been working around. They've done this other places. That's what they do. So anyway, I think those people are gone, which is good. We'll see what happens. I think it's progress. And then we'll try to get our other corner that the city manager got in the tax auction because we forgot. My brother pays that every year. It's not really in his name, but he's been paying it to keep it off the block. So we'll see what happens. There's a meeting tonight, a city council meeting. I don't like going to those. Some people like the drama. I don't. I don't like to go. It's very stressful for me. But I feel like I should go. Sometimes other people need to stand behind people. They can't stand up by themselves. So, be up there like a banner. So I'm going to go. Well, it's a special call meeting when people can't show up like 4 o'clock. And I put it on Facebook. I said, special call meeting when people can't come. That's when all the good stuff happens. So we'll see. It is. It's hard for me to go. It takes a lot of energy and it's very stressful for me. I have saved back a gummy just for tonight. But like Dad used to say, this time tomorrow it'll all be over. It'll be done. I'll have gone through it. So, I'll get geared up for that. I do have to gear up. I'm gearing up for that wedding already. Kind of gathering my energy, putting it in reserve in like a savings. Mentally get prepared. That trip to Tulsa will be interesting. That's an hour and a half. One way. 3 hours on the road altogether. We'll see how that goes. Stretch. Therapy. Sute! What's up? I'm going to go lay down. It's 3 o'clock. I should let Big Dog go pee. But I'm trying to get everybody on a schedule. Like you put a baby on a schedule. So I'm trying to avoid this 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning business, especially with Big Dog. Because he will bark. There's got, I don't know what's out there. But, well, sometimes it's the back people, back yonder. I'll go out and look and see what he's barking at. And a lot of times they're sitting back there in the dark around a little fire at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, they're entitled. It's their yard. But, that's one thing he barks at. And there's a cat. He's really developed an attitude toward this other cat that walks across the backyard. Not my backyard, but, the alley. I think it's misplaced aggression for Pepper. He knows he can't get Pepper. So he doesn't like that other cat now. So I'm trying to not have him wake up the neighborhood at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning anymore. I think that it's, neighborly. As he does. That's his big first thing he's been bred into. The first thing that they do is bark. And that's why they have such a big bark. They've been bred that way. So that's what they do is bark. And hopefully you'll leave. And if you don't, then they charge. And if you don't, then you're probably going to be sorry. So barking is his thing. So I will try to help him with that. And we will try not to go outside and bark at 3 o'clock in the morning. Because some people do work. Everybody's not retired. And I try to do that Sunday morning too. We try not to go out very early on Sunday morning. If we do, we come right back in until, 10. I think that's a reasonable time for Sunday morning. Oh, Dean, y'all travel and get around. Well, you used to before you got hurt. And it's easier over there. I mean, you go like from here to Dallas and you're in a whole nother country where they speak different languages and everything. I thought that was cool. So it's easier. You know, it's like maybe a weekend trip, maybe. Go someplace. So I don't blame you. Ah, that would be fun. Travel. Well, I'm going to lie down, I think. I'm going to try to lay down and go back to sleep and try to stay organized and get up at a reasonable time. Monday is gummy day at the weed shop. You get 20% off or 10% off of gummies. I might eat that last half of a gummy and see if that will work. And then try to get up at a reasonable time in the morning. Like, I don't know. I think 8 is a reasonable time. Yeah. I will try to conform to convention. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'll see y'all. I'm gonna try and lay down and get some sleep and sleep until at least I don't know. What time is it now? 3 o'clock? I'm betting 6. I'm gonna shoot for later, but I bet 6. We'll see what happens. Well, I'm glad y'all came. It's nice, visiting with people, even if it's virtual. And I'll see if I can't go back to sleep like normal people.